Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, September 23rd, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my yin gives my yang the strength to pursue my passion. And to begin today, we are going to address the end of the world because there's so many things out there. I see several of these things a year. Some get picked up and, taken like a wildfire, and others kind of dwindle down like a smoldering flame. Well, the thing is, if it is the end of the world, chances are there's nothing that you can do to stop it. And I tell you this from experience because I really did try in Atlantis, and that weight of that energy did hang on me for multiple lifetimes, and I just suggest you not do that, not take on that responsibility. But regardless of whether it is or isn't, doesn't look like it to me, doesn't feel like it to me, but even so, this has a lesson, it has a joy, it has a good, it has a lesson. The lesson, the joy, the good, where is the love in this is, are you living a life you love? If it was to end tomorrow, would you be like, yeah, I did everything I could to live my life in accordance to my highest good, to my love, to fulfill my soul? That's what matters. You cannot stop the powers that be from being like, okay, Earthlings, enough, So, rather than worry about that and get all hyped up by all of those things out there that really like to get attention, ask yourself this question. Are you living a life of love? Are you living a life you love? Are you living a life that fulfills you? Are you standing in your truth? Are you being impeccable with your desire? And if any of those answers don't feel good to you, this is an opportunity, an apocalypse, to take a veil off and to show up in integrity for yourself and to honor your heart in and of yourself. So, that being said, we are in our first full day of Sun in Libra. We have the Sun shifting from 0 degrees to 1 degree. So 0 degrees, transformation, 1 degree, the pioneer, leaping out, stepping out, based on this heartfelt longing. And it's so funny. I came up with the mantra and then pulled the cards a little while after, and I was like, wow, this so goes with the mantra. Sorry, the lighting in here is a little interesting, so I have to be careful not to block it. Somehow I keep doing that. I have the yin that gives you the strength, that inner voice, that inner yearning. For the yang, the rebel, or this is the emperor in traditional tarot, to break through those chains that have held you back. And so, this is how we're moving with the yin and the yang today, getting that inner voice to help us know where to take those yes steps. And it's really interesting as I'm sitting here, and I'm going to read this before I get deeper into the astro. I'm staying at my brother's house in San Diego now for the next couple days, and I'm in the guest room, but this is a little thing that they kind of had hidden, and I was reading it. I was like, wow, I like this. So it is the man who thinks he can. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out in the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. And we can say the woman too with that. And that's by Walter D. Wintle. Anyways, I feel that energy is kind of urging us forward with the yin and the yang energy. Are you honoring the part of you, the yin, the passionate, who's like, yeah, we can do this, we can do this. Are you honoring that? And is your yang energy, the one that takes that action, the part of you that takes that action, is it taking the steps? They need each other. So, that being said, feeding into that, we are building into an interesting opposition. Tomorrow, we have Mars in Virgo. So Mars, more yang energy, although there's yin and yang in every planet, some kind of balance. Mars in Virgo. So Mars in Virgo, wanting to take those practical steps. And yet, over here we have Neptune, this Neptune opposition. Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is not very practical. Neptune in Pisces is like, my intuition says go this way. My intuition says honor this flow. This connection is at 12 degrees. 12 degrees is a degree of expansion. But you need to find that balance in and through this energy. It's not just like, my intuition says this, and then we don't take the steps. It's, my intuition says this, and then we trust that intuition and honor. And what I found with my intuition over and over again is that when I honor it, ultimately, I get where I need to go. I do not necessarily get the results that I want to get every single time when I listen to my intuition. But when I listen to my intuition, and there's a difference between our intuition and the ego voice, and there is a process in sorting through that. But when I listen to it, I honor my soul path. I get where I need to go, even if things don't look like how I want it to look in every given moment. So we are building into this opportunity. Taking us into this is this moon in Scorpio. And that moon in Scorpio is helping hone our intuition. In fact, that moon in Scorpio is connecting to Neptune, feeding us with these gut intuitions, these gut instincts that are helping move us forward. What we need to be aware of with the moon in Scorpio, and with the moon in Scorpio connecting to Pluto, is the fears. There may be fears that rise. These fears are the things that keep us from breaking through the chains. In fact, the fears, those are the chains. So notice those fears. Tend to yourself in those areas where we have the fears. I have the Source card, and this reminds me of root chakra, sacral chakra. And sacral chakra is emotions, but root chakra, I feel like, is a lot of times where we store those fears. It can have a strong past life energy in and of it, the root chakra. And so sometimes, from traumatic past lives, we carry these fears into this life. And those fears are things that we get to conquer. We get to win. We get to move beyond these energies in this lifetime. But first you have to cultivate your awareness to be aware that it exists, and then bring love to that place. Scorpio gives us this ability to dive deep within and offer any love that we need to offer to it in order to break through the chains. So that's very strong. Another thing that we have going on today is we have Jupiter in conjunct Chiron. So Jupiter in Libra, finishing up in Libra, it's at 26 degrees, in conjunct Chiron. Chiron in Pisces. Another reason why sometimes we do not break through these chains and we do not honor those root chakra, sacral chakra, passion, desires that are driving us, moving us, is because we have not honed our self-love enough to know that we deserve the good things, or to believe that we can have the good things. Or even to give us the firepower in order to move forward into the good things. So that's another area that you may want to address. Now, Chiron brings healing energy, but Chiron retrograde in Pisces right now may indicate that some of these things that you're holding on to are very old. Like I said before, dropping cards, and I don't think I can get that. Atlantis. I have carried the wound of not saving Atlantis. Not that it was my job, but I put it on myself. I have carried that lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And that is a heavy, heavy burden to bear. And so this is an opportunity to get into that energy if you've carried something like that, and release it. Now's the time. Just release it so you can show up for yourself. Release it so you can show up worthy for yourself, because you are worthy. And the only thing that's telling you that you aren't worthy is your own mechanics. And you can shift that. Is that it? Moon is also connecting to Mars. Again, I feel like that's the moving forward, breaking forward energy. That's the card that I dropped, the Rebel card. But breaking through those chains, that's at 11 degrees. So again, there is such strong healing energy. Even though that we're now in Libra and we're working on this balance, we still have really strong Virgo energy helping us move into balance. And also helping us move into balance, into our wholeness, is the fact that Venus and Mars are slowly working to come together. So balance is in play. So for this to finish, I actually pulled two cards. I pulled a card from Soulful Women, and I pulled from a card from Gaia Oracle, and they work with this theme so well. It's again like the inner voice energy, the power of my voice. I speak my truth and express my feelings to others with care and compassion. I think it's also I speak my truth to myself. I speak my truth to those wounds, to those places within me that still say I can't or that I'm not worthy. Speak your truth to those energies. To get yourself past, Gaia Oracle card, the apprehension, the doubt, the fear. And it's funny, I know I pulled this card in GPS for this week. And it says it's time to get going. There's nothing to fear. Take the first step. Just do it. And you will find that it will all work out for you. It will all work out for you. Everything is always working out for you. The longer you procrastinate, the harder it will be. It's understandable that you may feel unsure of yourself. The first step is sometimes the hardest, but you have so much to offer, and you will realize this as you move out into the world. Be brave. Even if you make mistakes, you will be well received. Treat every day, every experience, as a learning experience. As your confidence increases, so too will your self-esteem and a success. And I'm going to give you the affirmation because I think it's very strong. I surrender my fear and replace it with love. I surrender my doubt and replace it with confidence. I see myself moving out into the world with ease. I give thanks for all I learn and experience. Each day is full of possibility. So, we've got this balance helping us move forward. Use the power of your voice to help propel you. So to finish up, I wanted to show you. I'm in San Diego, like I said, visiting, and my friend Rose, who I'm going to link a picture of this and her Facebook page, her public page on my Facebook. She made me this awesome pendant, which it's hard to see, but it's like sacred geometry inside and a hummingbird feather. She makes such awesome art. She does daily boards. Check her out. The inside out experience. I don't know. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page, but check it out. And, you know, I'm telling her, like, you have so many things to offer. Offer these things. But this is pretty special because hummingbird is one of my totems, as it is one of hers. So check her out and give her a like and encourage her to put her awesome work out there into the world, because every little bit just keeps lightening us up and helping us break through those chains. So book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your personal chart, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.